welcome back to Trevor's Corner on the Ninja Joy Squad channel. Trevor's Corner, where we keep it wonderfully random yet purposeful. Got my buddy Lee here today, and I've also got a poem like I oftentimes do. I'm going to go ahead and tell you all the topic today instead of having you guess. The topic today is serving. So if I could bend your ear just for one moment. Serving. Helping elderlies cross the street, helping the homeless get out of the sweltering heat, or giving them something cold to drink or warm food to eat, throwing life jackets to addicts when they've decided they've had it, building food pantries in churches, lending a hand with someone moving stuff into addicts, or encouraging truth and purpose to youth who get discouraged thinking they have to be perfect. Gestures of kindness. Helping someone suffering with blindness or someone who wishes they could live a life minus psychological and emotional wrestles. Helping nonprofits grow vegetables. Helping pass out spectacles or writing inmates after they have made one too many spectacles. Helping out around the house to show your spouse your love for them is incredible. Or laying your life down for your kids so they can live confident to pursue electrical, college, ministry, or medical, or whatever their interest or passion. Serving is an opportunity to be autographing a situation with God's love, giving memories everlasting. Shucks, maybe it's simple as giving a timely hug. Thank y'all for listening to the poem. We're going to jump right into the topic of serving today. Lee, tell us a little bit about yourself. Man, first of all, thank you for coming to my corner right here.
Wonderful poem.
Awesome, thank you. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
My name is Lee Morris. I run a ministry called the Men in Nehemiah Abilene. We are a biblical-based 12-step program that is 12 months in length with a first and second phase, 6-month residential treatment, 6-month transition. The core of that program is service. In fact, we only have about half a day of different classes, devotion, choir practice, and then the other half of the day, every day is spent in service in the community in one way or another. Sometimes with connecting communities, sometimes with Abilene Council for Aging, sometimes with Abilene Fresh, or a multitude of places.
Okay. And so why is serving so important to you?
Because the selfish addict that I was. I always thought the people against me were the narcissists, but in reality, my life before Christ, I was very much self-serving, self-seeking, everything me, I, me, my. So for me now, service is a way not only to give back, not that I have to earn something, but also that is an actionable item of my faith. It says, I want to be the greatest physical representation and manifestation of Christ on earth today through serving my fellow man, through being able to pour into someone that was where I was 10 steps ago, and also receive from somebody that's 10 steps in front of me. I think that service is the foundation of what it would be to work the vineyard.
And so that kind of pours into my next question. How does serving bless one or anyone's walk with the Lord?
I don't, like I said, I don't think that one can exist without the other. I think that there's a scripture that says faith without works is dead. But more than that, it's not something I have to do to be in the kingdom. It's once the kingdom is in me, it's an action as a result of. The new creation that I am naturally manifests as this love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gratefulness. Well, how does that manifest physically in my life? What's the actionable ability to show that? By serving the next man. It takes me out of me. It gets me out of the one thing that's always tried to take my life one way or another, and that's my own mind. It stops it. It arrests it.
Nice. Thank you. And then also, what kind of unity is experienced whenever you're serving with other brothers and or sisters?
You know, there's not much gossip when we serve. There's not much fighting whenever we serve. There's not much bickering. If it's about something bigger than ourselves, then it's this willing submission to it that creates an environment where we work so synergistically to accomplish a task that, one, we probably would have never attempted in the first place, but two, that we would have been incapable of doing without each other. And it forms relationship. You know, it forms, I mean, how can I even really speak into your life if I don't know your last name? if I don't know where you're from or what your wife's name is? How can I be an effective member of the body if I don't even have a relationship, from the elbow to the wrist, doing it, serving as a group allows us to be there, to comfort, to let down these walls and these things that we build up over a lifetime. And I think that it just allows us to bear ourselves without the effort of it.
So it's also kind of an air of humility. Like there's just a kind of an air of humility there. You were, in our previous conversation, you were kind of giving an example of just, you picked some of the guys from your Men of Nehemiah team that might not have been getting along the night before, and they went out. Can you kind of share that story in a nutshell?
So last Saturday we had an opportunity. We're partnered with Boots on the Ground to go and build a wheelchair ramp for a lady that had kind of been trapped in her house for a few months since a hip surgery. And it was a really large ramp. They actually thought it was going to take us all day. It took us about 2.5 hours.
Nice.
And the guys, usually their only day to sleep in is on Saturdays. I went and got these 5 guys up at 5:30 in the morning, had them out there and ready to work on it. And by the time they got back in the car, they were so excited. They were allowed by the Boots on the Ground folks to present the Bible to this lady that goes along with when we build one of these things. But it also, the body that was there poured into these men while they were there, and it opened them up to getting outside of themselves, and it was just really, it was tear filled whenever this guy's his name's Rich, and he's just really been pursuing God, and it was just this breakthrough moment for him whenever they picked on him, and it was like an addict like me. So it was like this first time that he really felt the impact of God using him in his life. It was unexpected, and it was unmerited and unwarranted, and so it was just a beautiful thing, being able to go and do that, and them having to be able to be welcomed. Our guys being welcomed into the body of believers is a huge thing, and that it was not only welcoming, but it was also fulfilling.
Nice. Sounds like some ego was also surrendered in that story, and just that camaraderie, that brotherhood. Thank y'all so much, you and your crew of the Men of Nehemiah, for just pouring love over Abilene. It does not go unnoticed. So if any of y'all are from Abilene, look out for Men of Nehemiah. Show them some support. Show them some donations. Show them some love. Show them some prayers. And whether you live in Abilene or another town, I just want to encourage you and myself to serve with the heart of love. It's quite a treasure to experience doing that, and the world needs it. So I hope this was inspiring for y'all and kind of ignited y'all just a little bit. You're welcome to share any thoughts, any comments, or any examples of you when you have served, and the beauty that was experienced. Lee, do you have anything else you want to share on the topic or off topic?
Off topic, I would say the men, if you want to look us up on Facebook, we're at the Men of Nehemiah Abilene, specifically asked to have Abilene. We are a biblically based 12-step program that's 100% free to any man struggling in addiction, chronic homelessness, or any other form of spiritual bondage. We welcome anyone that wants to walk in a brand new life.
And they can actually come live.
Oh yeah, it's the first 6 months is residential treatment. You come and live with us.
For free.
Yeah.
So I hope that pulled on some heartstrings. If any of y'all have some extra cash, any dough, I just want to encourage you to consider pouring in, sowing into this ministry. Good things are happening. They pour joy all over the town. Thank y'all for tuning in to Trevor's Corner, the Ninja Joy Squad channel. I hope that y'all are staying safe, healthy, and blessed. And I hope you have a good day.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, my name is Patrick Jones. I'm in a program called the Man of Nehemiah, and every day is a good day when you serve in the community, and being able to do God's work, and it's a blessing to be able to get here and do it. Well, no matter what, whether rain or whatever, and it's just a blessing to be able to serve the community, and every day is a good day.
I love serving the people. I love doing this here. It's make my days, make me feel blessed.